What's going on, guys? Dallas here with Geek Devotions. Recently, a buddy of mine asked me if I could do a quick tutorial, help him figure out how to add his website and his Patreon to the end of his videos. Playing around with it, and I thought we'd do a quick little video so he can follow along, but also for you guys. Maybe you guys also have questions. Did this earlier, had a little mishap in recording, so I'm gonna be a little bit faster. That said, there's a couple of caveats that I found last time, hoping to maybe solve this time as we go through it because, well, they've changed up the system. Now they're forcing everybody to use the new YouTube Creator Studio, and if you haven't played with it, it's a little weird at first. So let's jump into this today. All right, guys? So jumping over to my browser here, you guys see that I have my screen here. I guess it's over here for you guys. Oh, it's over there. Yeah, there you go. So up here in the top right corner, you click on your icon that you have for your channel. Click on Creator Studio. Now, if you're not already set up with the Studio Beta, okay, which I've been using the standard one for a long time, so therefore mine doesn't come up. So what you need to do is click on Try Studio Beta, and that will take you over to the new beta test site. So here we are. This is the new landing page for the studio, or for the landing page of the studio beta once you click on it. All right. So you got all kinds of really cool things. It gives you information about your most recent video that you've done, some news, some insider. Which, by the way, I want to encourage you guys to watch this, guys. Check these guys here in a second. But if you're not following Creator Insider, you're doing something wrong on YouTube. You check these guys out. They give you so much great information about how to do YouTube and do it well. So that being said, over here on the side, you're going to click on the word videos. You guys see this over here, dashboard, videos, analytics, comments, transcripts, and other features. These other features are things that you're going to see in the classic studio only. They're still migrating stuff over. But you want to click on videos. Once you're here in videos, once it loads, it's a little slow for me for some reason. You're going to click on one of your videos. So I'm going to click on my most recent video that I have here. That pops up in this thing. And you notice that it has uploads and live. This is kind of an interesting feature that they've installed where they separate the two. And I kind of like it. I'm not going to lie. I think this is kind of nifty that they've done this. So yeah, oh, sweet. Copyright claims. Those are awesome. We'll worry about that later. All right, so click on most recent one. This is actually an audio, the video version of our podcast, Com Talk. Was Com Talk by Geek Devotions, the full title if you want to look it up on your favorite podcast catcher. Now click on this. And it lands on this page, and you have a place to put your title, description, just like you can always do. Don't forget the nifty new little hashtags you got. And you can, of course, do your tags down here. Now, you know some extra stuff happening here that you may not have on yours. It's because I have vidIQ installed on my browser here because it's a great resource. I'm hoping to be able to pay for it for the premium package later because it really is a fantastic tool for use for YouTube creators. But over here, you got a couple options: analytics, editor, comments, transcripts, and of course, other features. Our thing that we're worried about today, though, is the editor. You click on editor, and it's going to take you to this really nifty new page that they have here at the end. Now, you'll notice you got your video, you got an audio line or a video line, and then you have an audio line. This is really interesting because they're really working to make this look like a legitimate editor that you would use for editing videos. I do video editing on Adobe Premiere. I use both, for me personally, CS5 because that's what I have, and then for my church I use CC because that's what they have. So you got all kinds of stuff. But down here you got end screen, blur, and then cards. Cards and things go up in the corner. This blur thing is a new feature because people have really gotten antsy about not having people seen that aren't supposed to be able to see or something like that. So we don't have to worry about that because this is all video or all audio. But we're going to click over here on end cards and click on options. You can apply template, delete elements. And down here at the bottom, let me scroll down here. Let's zoom in pretty close. And then I'm going to slide, grab it. There you go. Slide all the way to the end here, guys. Ooh. You guys see here, I have end cards. I'm going to expand that out for you guys. And you can see all these things. So what we're going to do, just for the purposes of this, is we're going to delete all templates. So you guys can see what I'm doing here. So you're going to click on Add Element. You can add a video, a playlist, a subscribe button, a channel, and a link. Or subsequently, you can click on one of these things right here, and it gives you the same options. So either way works. I'm going to click on Elements. I'm going to add a link. Now I'm going to add my subscribe button first. Let's do that. I feel like it's always important to do that first. So here's my subscribe button. It's right there. It's going to subscribe to Geek Devotions. And let's shift this around. I'm going to put this, I like to put my subscribe button right in the middle of my ComTalk logo for our podcast. It's just something I like to do. A lot of people have different stuff. And actually, when you first do this, it gives you options for templates. So maybe that's something you want to do, is just use one of the preset templates. But I'm going to do it like this because I can. All right, so we got that in. Now we're going to add another element. Let's add a link now. Okay, so there are a couple of things that we need to work about. My friend's question was specifically, how do we get his website to be able to be linked and his Patreon? This is where we ran into some issues in the last time I tried recording this. So for starters, let's do the Patreon. Real simple, www.patreon.com/geek devotions. That's my Patreon. Hey, if you like to support the stuff we do here at Geek Devotions, for as little as $1 a month, you can help the ministry of Geek Devotions and help us reach geeks around the world. That being said, down here at the bottom you see the words approved site. It would appear that Patreon is a pre-approved site that YouTube lets you go ahead and tag and throw on the back end on your cards already. Don't have to worry about it, just run with it. So hit apply, and once again, gets a little card right here. You need to shift it around, and you can do some things. You can make, let's get that out of the way. So you can shift this around and do some stuff with it. And so that's the thing. Now, here comes the tricky thing. I click on Elements again, and this is what I'm not liking. And I'm not sure if there's a workaround. I'm actually going to submit something to YouTube creators, ask them about this, but I cannot do 2 links. Traditionally, in the old editor, I could do a link to Patreon and I could do a link to my website, and it'd be fine and be done. It appears that they've changed that, so you can't do that. I hope that this is going to change eventually. That said, what do you do if you want to add your website? Well, let's click on the word link again, and let's type in your website, whatever your website is. Now, my website, I've already gone through the business of getting it approved. So geekdevotions.com, approved site. Yay! It's done. Maybe yours is not, because there is a submission process to link your website. If you click over here on that question mark, you see some options: your associated website, merchandise site, and crowdfunding sites. Each one is a bit different. You have your storefront, individual products. For the merchandise one, this is like your Redbubble, your Teespring, things that honestly, me as a creator, I have these things. We have a Teespring account for selling t-shirts. Crowdfunding sites are your Patreon, your GoFundMes, etc. Again, there's certain ones that they have approved already. Again, as a creator, me personally, I have, again, a Teespring, but I also have Patreon. And it would be nice for me to put a card for both of those on here, on top of my website, which we need to figure out how to add an associated website to your channel. So you click on this. And this is what I do like about YouTube, is they work hard to make sure they have as much information there as possible. You got to navigate a little bit, but you can get there eventually. So step 2, associate your site with your Google account. To link to your website from your video, first add your site as an associated website in your Google account. If your website is already associated, you can skip down to step 3. And basically you go through these things. You can click on here to go to advanced channel settings. And it has some information by clicking on the account icon, Creator Studio Channel Advanced. So what I like to do is I'll right click and open up a new tab. This is kind of what I always do for certain things. That way I can bounce back and forth between the instructions. I can't split screen it because I'm capturing this right now, but normally I split screen it so I can follow instructions. So you go to by clicking your account creator. Oh, this is walking you through how to get to that. Okay, but that link takes you straight to it. So you come down here and you just add your stuff in your associated website. Type it in, and there used to be a button here that you click on and for it to try to be approved. here that learn more. Click on that and it gives you more information on how to go through the process of getting your stuff approved associated with your website. It actually takes you right back to the same page. So never mind. Just feel like I didn't say anything stupid. But yeah, you just follow these instructions and they will get you going. But again, that's all good and dandy. But let me add my Patreon back. Patreon.com/geekdevotions. There we go. Again, that's all good and dandy. But what about if I want to do more than one link? That is the $1,000,000 question, boys and girls. And it'll be nice to know if YouTube has an answer for that. So my hope, I'm just adding this metadata here. So support Geek Devotions. And of course, that's cool. You can add a little icon, select image, apply, done. That's there. Again, I would like to add multiple links. I would like to do my subscribe button, my Patreon, and then Teespring, and then down here would be a video. Now, to be fair, YouTube has been real big about saying, hey, look, you need to have one call to action. That's all that you need to have, one call to action. Why? Because you say too many things, people legitimately lose track and like, I don't necessarily want to do that. I know it's a hassle, but at the same time, you like to give people options. Sure. Say, hey, look, make sure you click here to subscribe to our channel. Make that your single call to action. But having those other things at the end helps. There's been several times where I've watched people's videos to the very end, and I'm like, well, what is this button? I clicked on it, and it took me to a website or something like that. So, YouTube, give me some options. 2 links, man. 2 links. That's all I'm asking. 1 more link. I'm not even asking for a lot there, I don't think. So let's add one more thing. This is another thing I'm not liking. Playlist. Used to, when you go to add a playlist, it lets you choose, it had a drop-down menu for your playlist. Now it does not. So you have to like Geek Devotions, Anime April. That was one of our playlists, Anime April. It does a search and eventually it brings it up. It goes Anime April right there. That's awesome. However, if I didn't add Geek Devotions, delete this. Anime April. Searching. It brings up a whole bunch of stuff that I have no idea what it is. This is not any of my stuff. So it's one of those things. I'm going to recommend to you guys that make sure in your playlist you're going in and filling out the information in the playlist to begin with. Each playlist you have a description, so put in there, your channel name and then what's happening. So Geek Devotions, whatever it is. You guys, by typing Geek Devotions, pops up right away. Geek Devotions Season 1, 2, and 3, Dystopian Devotions, dealing with depression and anxiety, lunch break reviews, all these really great things. So, yeah, options, YouTube, options. I appreciate that you guys are doing a great job doing some stuff, but I need to be able to do other things. Last option that you have available to you is this best reviewer, and add a specific video. I like to do best reviewer. You have 3 options: most recent, best reviewer, and then choose a specific video. Again, I prefer best reviewer because I feel like YouTube knows what they've been watching and not watching. Most recent upload is okay. Just not sure if that's really the best thing for people at times. Not for the type of content that we do necessarily. At the same time, choosing a specific video is a great option if you're doing a series where you're maybe explaining something. So like we did a series once on how to read the scriptures. And so I very easily could like, hey, if you want more information about this particular subject, make sure you click this video here at the top and you'll be able to get to it immediately. So that's pretty much it, guys. Those are all the things. Make sure you hit the save button here at the top. Save changes to existing videos. Saving these changes will cause your existing videos to be updated. This action is irreversible. It may take a few hours to process these changes. This is legitimately one of the annoying aspects of it, is it's now processing a video. Instead of just adding it, it seems like this is a longer saving process than it used to be. And in fact, if I were to hit the X button up here at the top, it would say, hey, are you sure you want to do this? And it's kind of a heart attack because you're like, I don't know. Do I want to do this? Don't worry. Relax. It's fine. So here, let's do this. I'm going to click on, let's go to details. Yeah, details. Hit OK. Yes. I'm going to go back to my editor. Da, 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 da. It's still processing. So it's saving some of the information there. So you guys don't have to worry about it. It's working its magic. Let it go. Come back to it another day. So guys, that's the video we have for you. Appreciate you taking time to listen and watch this. I hope this helps you with YouTube. Again, I'm Dallas with Geek Devotions. If you're interested in following a show from Devoted Geeks or devoted to letting people know, please, hey, subscribe to us. Just remembered, I want to show you guys one quick YouTube channel because I said I was going to do that. YouTube.com. Creator Insider. Guys, these guys are amazing. And I love them a lot. This dude right here. Oh, you guys aren't even looking at my screen. This guy right here. He's a pretty cool guy. I like him. He always has really cool quotes at the end of his videos. But guys, you need to check them out. Creator Insider. They give you all the tips and tricks and explain the myths. Where's that playlist at? The myths of YouTube and all kinds of stuff. All right. So now officially I'm closing. I'm ending. I love you guys. Remember, stay devoted. Peace and love.